So now please give a round of applause for Team 15. They are going to present a project called The Effect of AI-based robot facilitated picture book reading English learning. Obviously, I probably need one. Please welcome.
Hello. Hi. Oh, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jason. This is Leslie and Winthrop. Today we'll be talking about how and what we've learned about AI educational robots' effects on English learning.
Why?
Okay, this is a quick overview of our main points, everything from our motivation to do research and suggestions for policy and future research. As AI technology continues to progress, we believe AI is the next step in improving educational resource inequality and the gap between high-performing and low-performing students. Because some AI robots can create social presence, meaning they are able to mimic human behaviors and expressions, which can increase engagement for everyone in the class. However, most Taiwanese schools use traditional education methods, and on average, these classes have a class size of around 30 students. A teacher-student ratio this high, we believe, could create lack of individual interaction and ineffective responses to students. And what this means is that high-performing students can become bored with the material, and low-performing students will become more shy about the questions they ask. And that teachers cannot fully respond to every student's question to the extent that they will understand what the teacher means. However, the AI robot can be used in our research. It's equipped with large language models, and it allows it to generate positive feedback in its responses. And we believe that it could actually increase confidence for all the students in the class, therefore increasing engagement. And the Candy robot can grant teachers great convenience, so the teachers can focus on low-performing students when they can't catch up. Our research aims to answer these two research questions. Whether AI-assisted teaching actually improves student learning outcomes, and how Candy robot affects low, medium, and performing students differently. And the low, medium performing students in our research is based on their score rankings in the pre-test before we started the research. And Winfred will talk more about the pre-tests in the later slides.
We use mixed method research, including qualitative and quantitative research. The reason why we use this research method is because it combines numerical trends and in-depth context. For the quantitative part, we use non-equivalent pre-test post-test control group design and quality experiment design. And our qualitative tool is teacher design English capable learning, which include story, close, concepts, and reading comprehension. For the qualitative part, we conducted interviews with the teachers and the students. Our participants are 55 fifth grade students in Songju Elementary School. We used the book Boy Get Off Our Train as our teaching material. Our independent variable is the absence or the presence of petty, and our dependent variable is the English learning outcome, which can be calculated by calculating the difference between the pre-test score and the post-test score. In the experimental group, heavy robot will be assigned to participants to assist teachers, while the control group will only consist teachers with their presentations. Our experimental group has a sample size of 28 students, and our control group will have 27 students. Our study consists of a 4-week procedure. A pre-test in week 1, a course spanning weeks 2 and 3, and post-test in week 4. After that, we'll analyze the experimental group and control group data and conduct interviews with teachers and students. This is a brief introduction about Kebi. Kebi is made by neurobotics, and we connect Kebi to a tablet to use its features, which includes interaction and responding. The AI agent is embedded in the robot, making it multitask and effective for learning. The picture book teaching agent and the group presentation scoring agent are embedded in Kebi. The picture book teaching agent interacts with students based on the teacher's set role, learning goals, and teaching steps, while the group presentation scoring agent will use our self-designed criteria to give comments and suggestions to students, which is the criteria is developed from the Zhangzhou Elementary School's homeroom teacher. This is an image of Kebi's role. We input the general rules and provide the situation to Kebi. And this is an image of inputting Kebi robot's speaking screen. During weeks 2 and 3, students will participate in a 4-phase course about the picture book. We will teach them the main ideas, and they will understand the story concept, which includes animal habitats and animal crisis. And after that, they prepare a presentation about how the story reflects the real world issues. We use calculated means and standard deviations for the experimental and control groups before and after the intervention. We use man-Whitney U-test to compare the pre-test and post-test scores, and we compare difference in post-test improvement using the protocol analysis. Now I'll hand it over to Wesley.
Before the teaching, we will give the pre-test to every participant. And next page is how Kebi will teach the students. Students must answer question after Kebi will give the question to the students. They also need to talk with Kebi and also interact with them. And Kebi will explain the criteria of the presentation, and the students will take time to report.
technical difficulties don't work against you guys. It's okay. It's all right.
Every student will take turns to go to talk with Kathy on which part they will report and how they want to respond to their presentation session. Then Kelly will give feedback and scores when the presentation is finished. It's a robot sound, but it is not really good. But
That's what it is.
okay. Then we will give the full test to every participant, and we can contrast the full test score and pre-test score. Then we can to prove our hypothesis is wrong or correct or wrong. First, we will use the JSP statistical software to analyze our data. And according to many with these new tests, we can get that our pre-test scores on the country group and experimental group have the same pre-test score. That means they start with a similar English level. And then the experimental group has the higher improvement in the co-test. That means Kelly teaching is very effective than the teacher's teaching. Then we use different levels of English learners to develop our hypothesis, and using the Costco test to prove that low performing students and medium performing students have higher improvements than high performing students. However, high performing students can have solo effects. That means the high performing students already get very high score than low and medium performing students. So they have less improvement is than our interview to students and teachers. Students said that it is more motivated, attention, and make a less pressure environment, and they will also get more confidence when talking with AI agent. Teachers said that AI can replace the teachers because AI robot can act as a teaching assistant, but the problems and the situation are relevant, and teacher can deal to the problem faster than AI. The conclusion is that low performing students act better when AI teach them. When teachers teach them, when teachers compared to teachers teaching, low performing students perform significantly better improve and learning with the learning outcomes. Effective of KV and agent on low, medium, and high performing students. The medium and low performing students show better than high performing students. The suggestion teachers give us is that AI can never replace teachers, and but it can give differentiated tests and corresponding levels to each level students and discuss the courses with teachers. We will do more the bigger size report in the future, our future research. This is our reference. we review the following data, following sources to support our experiment. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from our judges?
I'm very impressed that you are actually getting into a primary school, am I right? How did you get access to those schools to conduct these experiments or this sample taking?
We talked to the teachers and tell them that this would be a great opportunity for their students to experience these kind of new technologies and these new kind of ways of learning, so they can know what they might be experiencing in the future and what might be the future trend of this kind.
So you have connections with this primary school, or you just randomly pop into the primary school and then propose it to them? I just want to figure out how did you get the access to a primary school to conduct this? And this is very impressed me. Like being a high school student, you have this idea and then can bring it to another school to conduct it. The communication skill or the conversations that with different parties, I can see this thing behind. I would like to see how did you do that?
I guess you just have to be brave enough to ask.
Okay, good. This is the answers that I really want to listen, really want to hear. Because like outside the classroom, this is definitely outside the classroom what you have done. This is very impressive.
Thank you.
Any other questions from judges?
Yes.
So during the presentation, you mentioned, one of you guys mentioned there's a script that you download into the robot. Did you guys write that script?
Yeah, I know that's true.
Wow, impressive. And so the next question is, how is, because based on what I see, I can't really differentiate the difference between reading at the screen, the robot's face, compared to like an iPad. Very similar.
Or we didn't show the image on the robot's face. Just the robot will use the voice to teach those students. There was image on the iPad with the picture videos.
Oh, I see.
Further question?
Will use this for
It's kind
That's all the questions that were just. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, the team 15. Remember your roles. Maybe I will hire Rick to be my tutor in the future.